Okay, good morning YouTube. This is Melody. I have a few quiet minutes before I go to work. All the kids and the dad are out of the house. They're off all doing their various activities for today. And I can't believe it. I have like an hour where there's just me. It's awesome. Okay, love my family, but whew, they are loud. Okay, so let me start off by saying, things I'm doing here are not necessarily new. I just want to show you some fun things to do. I did not come up with this idea, blah, 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 copyright, blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's such and such's idea. I just want to show you some fun things that I've been fooling around with. One of the first things, I was watching I Scrap Happy on YouTube, and she had a homemade glimmer mist video. She used eyeshadow, and I had heard a lot about people making their own mist because it's just something fun to do. And I have bought several of these colors from the Dollar Tree, and I was going to use them for makeup, but then I was like, oh, let's make glimmer mist. She can do it. Let's try it. So this is my little handy dandy 97-cent Walmart bottle. And she used gum Arabic, but then in her subtitles, she said you could use Elmer's glue. And I have no idea where you buy gum Arabic, and I'm sure you have to go somewhere special to get it. It didn't matter. So I said, well, I have Elmer's school glue here. I think these things are like 25 or 50 cents now with all the back to school sales. All the stores are competing. So I decided to give it a try. And this is what happened. This is heavyweight watercolor paper. I believe it's like 140 grams or something like that. Watercolor paper comes in, I think, grams. That's how they measure the thickness or quality or something. Anyway, this is a really good paper. This is what I did. And it doesn't come off, so the Elmer's glue is making it stick to the paper. So I'm going to use this paper and make some embellishments. There's my little heart, using my heart punch. I already punched it out to save a little time. Cut up Dollar Tree sponge, chalk ink. So I'm doing this with one hand, so bear with me. But there you go. Just something cute and neat you can do with your punches and if you have some free time. This right here is Ranger's glossy paper, and these are Tim Holtz alcohol inks, and I just splattered them on and let them run however, and they kind of react. The alcohol inks reacts with his glossy paper, and it, you know, just runs and does weird things. So here's my little balloon embellishment using my balloon punch. Okay, trying to go fast here. This is watercolor paper. Again, it's a heavyweight watercolor paper, and this is a little project I was working on. I printed this butterfly onto vellum, and then I went over it with stickles. This is a computer generated image from a image book I have of like all kinds of women from different eras or whatever. I watercolored my background, and I just used that set that you can get at AC Moore and Michaels. I think it's Artist Loft. It was only like maybe $5.99 or $6.99. Of course, use 40% off or 50% off coupon if you can. And then I used archival India ink. That's what it is. And I stamped on it, and it's just something pretty. And her face I colored with Prismacolor not watercolor, what do you call them, color pencils. This is another lady I've been working on, watercolor paper again, and it's a good weight. Watercolor paper is really fun. It can be your friend if you are a scrapper or an artsy fartsy type person. And I used those watercolor pencils that have ink in them, and so when you wet them, they have more of an ink look versus a regular watercolor pencil look. This paper is It's that big pack of white cardstock paper you get over with the office supplies at Walmart. I think it's like 110 or something like that weight. And I think it's $5.48, and I believe it's 100 or 150 sheets. And on this one, I sprayed it first with, you know, one of these little plastic bottles. Then I dribbled alcohol ink all over it just to see, you know, the different effects. And again, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Sorry, I'm moving. I hope I don't give you like a conniption or anything. I really like these McGill punches, but my God, you have to be an athlete to use them. They're hard. There you go. Another embellishment. This is more of the Walmart paper, office supply paper, alcohol inks. This is more of that paper, and I used a brush this time. Brushing it with a damp brush to see what would happen. This one, I wet the watercolor paper. It's a heavy watercolor paper. And then I dribbled it over it. And then I let it cool for a minute. And then I sprayed it in like lines. So that's a really cool background. And there's another one. This one, I did it and then I put metallic paint over it. I don't like it as much. I don't know. I can still do something with it. Same thing with this one. I basically did the same things and put like a kind of shimmery metallic acrylic paint over it. Hopefully you can see that. This is an ATC. And I used, instead of the alcohol inks, this ink is the Tim Holtz spray inks. The ones by Ranger, and then I stamped over it using an archival ink. I think I used India ink again. This one I really like because I got a mottled effect. Mottled. This is alcohol ink on the glossy paper, and I'm not sure if you're supposed to do it, but I sprayed it with water to see what happened, and it gave it a little bit of texture if you rub your fingers over it, but it gave it this really funky look. Not sure if I was supposed to do that or not, but I was like, whatever, why not? And I stamped on it. And this is another one of the backgrounds, and I embossed with some kind of shiny black embossing, so I can use that as an ATC. This is one with just regular stamping on it. This is another one. This is the glossy paper and the alcohol inks. And then this is the watercolor paper with some of the spray inks watered down. And then I stamped the lady's image on it. Hope you like her. These are all ATC size, by the way. I think it's 2.5 by 3.5 are the dimensions, but you can Google it. I mean, there's so many sites out there for making ATCs. Just some more different effects. This is not watercolor paper. This is the Walmart paper. But as you can see, if you can get a fairly decent grade of paper as far as the thickness goes or whatever, however they judge it, you can do a lot of different things. So that was just something I wanted to share with you. I do work on projects and play around with paper and ink and all of that, as in addition to doing hauls. I don't want to have just haul videos. I hope I've shown you something neat. I hope I've given you a little bit of morning inspiration. Go out there and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Please leave a comment if you like it. And if you don't like it, leave a comment anyway and let me know your website so I can, you know, get back with you. I saw that on someone's blog. I thought that was so cute. Had to throw that in. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.